fucking happy Halloween, everybody. Okay, I'm not doing that shit. I know it's the morning time. I'm sure most of you are probably working on Halloween, even though it should really be a paid holiday. Just saying, if we really want to respect our dead, maybe give us a paid day off. I'm sure any employer who's watching this really fucking hates me right now for saying that, but we should all get behind that shit. Just saying, Ghost Day, Demon Day, Zombie Day, all that shit. Let's celebrate. You know how we can celebrate? By not working our lives away and joining the dead, who we are celebrating. I, for myself, do not like being celebrated, so I don't want to be dead. That said, I think, I don't know. I love Halloween. I mostly like candy, but I do like Halloween and horror movies. Although I did watch a horror movie recently, which I loved. And it's the sequel to one of my most beloved horror movies, slasher flick called Terrifier. I saw the second one in the theater. And admittedly, as much as I've never had an issue with horror movies, except for one, and it is now one of my favorites, there was a scene in Terrifier 2 that made me wonder if I should just stop watching horror movies altogether. It was actually very difficult for me, and it kind of it bothered me, which is very different for me. But without further ado, we got Cody up in this bit.
Don't go killing yourself, bro. What the fuck was that?
I don't do that sound anymore. I haven't done industrial style beatboxing in forever.
Oh, happy Halloween, everybody. Holy shit. Last night was something else. I can tell you what, it definitely felt fucking scary.
Did it?
Yes. Work was something else, let me tell you. But I'm dressed up for the show. I'm not going to leave the song because it's very uncomfortable and meant for a 4-year-old's face. Hey.
Got my Super Smash Bros. Ultimate coffee mug, which I put tea in because England.
Apparently I'm ahead of time.
Get your fucking mitts, Michigan Merry Christmas mitts out of here, bud. Oh,
how we doing this morning, sir?
I am I'm very happy. I'm not happy that I'm working on a holiday. Corgan Oil, talking to you. I'm kidding. You guys treat me real well, so fuck it. But I will say that this Earl Grey tea is hitting me quite nice.
I feel it. I had coffee when I came home. I was like, all right, man, we're gonna get hyped up. Last couple of weeks I've been feeling good.
Yeah.
Oh,
I gotta ask. I guess I'll ask this on here because I keep forgetting to. Those audio clips that I send you where it's like me and some character. Recently it's been Shorzy.
Yeah.
Like bullshitting in my car or whatever.
Yeah.
Are those entertaining for you, or do you just like, okay, here he goes again, and then just like you listen to 1 second, he's off on his thing again and skip it?
You always catch me when I'm busy with that shit.
Oh,
and then I get sidetracked. Here, okay, I'll tell you the story about how my attention span is. I will check something, and then I got to drive, and then I forget about it. I'm terrible at texting back for that very reason. Like any kind of text that I get, I'll look at it. So the notification is no longer there. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, wow. You know, like 3 days later, oh, Dustin texted me. Motherfucker. Like he had an important question and now he probably thinks I'm ignoring him. But my attention span sucks. And I keep myself very, very busy. And sometimes they don't go hand in hand.
So it doesn't usually even get to you then.
No, it gets to me, but like 3 days later, and then I'm like, oh fuck.
Gotcha. See,
like
you can
sometimes, but it's like, bro, like I just like.
This is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about with vocal health the other day. You can probably hear my voice opening up a little bit.
Yeah,
just a little bit. This is killing phlegm and such.
There you go. I tried that today with recording, and if anybody heard the new songs, I know it dropped after Biscuits and Gravy last week. If anybody heard the new song, throw me feedback when you get time. I dropped something on my birthday. It's a little lovey-dovey banger, Ricky Martin style.
Mm-hmm. Which reminds me, I am playing around with guitar on the track you sent me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work it out. I've figured out that it is in A flat Dorian, I believe. So I'll be working with that. I know that means fucking dick to you.
Yeah, I have no fuck clue what you're talking about.
Most guitar players that I know personally don't know any of that shit. But it helps me find the right tonalities for different songs.
Right.
And it gives me that.
I know minor league guitar and just like I'm just a cool vocalist guy, I guess.
The cool vocalist guy.
Cool vocalist guy.
Yeah, he's fucking cool, bud.
Dude's
a cool cat, man. Should I be wearing sunglasses for this shit? Yeah, I'll work on that. I do want to hear it with your vocals the way you want them out.
Yeah. We're getting everything done slowly but surely. I find myself picking up projects and doing what I want to them, and then it's just like I don't feel like touching them anymore till later, and then it's like coming back. And I don't know. I've always worked like that. It's fucking weird.
I'm similar, except when I start working on something, I get sucked in, all like hyper focused.
Yeah,
and then I'll forget to eat. And that used to happen to me a long time ago when I first started recording, and I was just using Audacity and like a little blue snowball microphone up against a guitar amplifier.
Yeah.
I had my laptop and I would sit all awkward and cross-legged on my bedroom floor with it in this weird position, so all the cables would go in a certain way and the microphone was angled at the fucking amplifier, and I'd sit there and try and get it perfect to the drums that I wrote for it and all that. Right. And then like 4 hours later it's like, hey, there's meatloaf. If you're hungry. I'm like, yeah, I'll be out in a second. 2 hours later, we had to put it away. And back then it was like, you have school in the morning. You should probably get to bed.
Mm-hmm. I went through that, except for like my first recording, I was recording in my fucking parents' dining room. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, hey, it's too fucking late for that. Put it away. My bad. Sorry for staying up too late on our 1995 compact computer.
At our house, so when my parents had this house built, it's like I forget what it's called, manufactured home, where they ship it in halves onto the lot, and then my parents they were like, you know, a house is thousands of dollars, and they're like, for an extra $50 we can give you better walls. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
This was when I was little.
Yeah.
And that's helped out since, because I can play my guitar in my room at like 4 a.m. when everybody's sleeping. I can't sleep because I have ideas.
Right.
And nobody gets bothered.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Insulation comes in handy, y'all. Insulation does come in handy when you live with a musician.
I'm in my room like at fucking 3:45 in the morning. Wow, that shit. Parents. And I'm like, I should go to bed. I'm tired, but I'm busy too.
Yup, the mind works better at night. I know that. I'm not a first shifter no more, but even at work and shit, it's like I come up with a million fucking ideas.
Mm-hmm. Artists are plagued with shit like that, man. Like obsessive artists who are huge fans of what they like and also can't stop doing what they do.
Right.
And it's like the best affliction ever.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you'll be sitting up at like you'll want to go to bed. You'll want to go to bed at like 11. I'm getting to bed early tonight, and then like you're like, oh shit, fucking light bulb pops on. You're up till like 4 a.m. Got fucking had school at like 7:30, and you're like, fuck.
Yep. I used to get woken up, not by ideas. Like I'd get up to pee, and then I always wake up with some shit stuck in my head in the morning.
Oh yeah. And
then I'll start inspiring riffs or this and that. And then I'll go in and I'll look at my guitar. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Why did you enter my life?
It's a gift and a
Ever.
curse, bro. It is a gift and a curse.
Yeah. I've thought about quitting music altogether for various reasons, and it's always like, well, I'm naturally drawn to this, so it would be a horrible idea to give all that up. Like, legit, I've thought about, I have 10 guitars now, selling all of it, all my pedals, everything, get rid of it, get it out of my life, try to live something normal. That's
Right.
not what I'm built for. I'm not designed to not have that.
No, I feel it. I feel it. I've tried a couple of different times, and it's just something that keeps pulling you back.
Mm-hmm. I should probably get back into like writing songs and actually singing too.
Ooh, I ain't heard that yet.
I should play you something during the Shattered Dreams retreat.
I'm down with that. Hell yeah. I'm looking forward to that shit. It's going to be a nice couple of days.
I have a song I wrote a long time ago called The Entity. And it's a fictional. I promise you, the lyrics are fictional. I promise you.
Oh, no.
I don't want you thinking anything of me when you hear them.
Oh, no.
They're fictional.
Oh,
I'll lay it out right for you. I never got raped and murdered by a succubus.
Oh, my God. Jesus, Jake.
That's what I wrote the song about, from a victim's perspective. I had this idea of like, because the succubus, you know, you're doing it, but you're also getting killed by it by doing it. And I was like, well, how does that work? Because like at some point you're gonna realize you're dying. Oh, there's probably some like poison in the saliva while you're kissing that makes you like hallucinate, makes everything seem like it's okay. And then once you're on your way out, that's when it all starts to happen. So that's what it is it's like this alluring thing I talk about. You open up to colors and lure me in. You keep me aroused so my mind cannot win. I think that's one of the lines in it.
That's fucking deep.
And then eventually it builds up and I scream at the end, and that's the death.
God.
Yeah, but I'll play it for you sometime.
Oh my goodness.
My pleasant song. Good morning, everybody. Hope your day is going well. I guess that's pretty on theme for the Halloween shit anyway.
Yeah, it happens. We didn't really theme the show per se today. Probably should have, but it's whatever. I mean, it's kind of a positive cast. I know everybody's looking forward to taking their kids out, getting candy and all that shit. Check your kids' candy, because you never fucking know. I just saw something locally here where somebody put like a little metal rod in one of the fucking Tootsie Rolls that one of the kids got. I'm not sure what the hell it was. I don't know if it was a needle. I don't know what. It happened out in Fulton County, which is close to me. And I'm like, yeah, check your kids' candy this year. You need that friendly reminder sometimes. I understand like life gets quick as a parent, but check your kids' candy this year.
I can't believe people like take time to do shit like that.
What do you gain out of it?
Nothing. You're not even there to see your prank.
A prank, yeah.
Like there's no good reason for it. You gain nothing, like you said. Although keeping in theme with the Halloween thing, Cody, for anybody just tuning in, Cody hopped on with a mask looking like Rainn Wilson from Super.
Hey,
which is a great movie. Strange movie, but great movie.
Hey.
Oh well, it doesn't quite look the same, but
no. Paw Patrol. We fuck with Paw Patrol around here. Yep, it's a newer kid show.
Oh yeah, I know about it. I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's all right.
Coming from a guy who appreciates My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic.
Hey.
If that makes me a brony, fuck it. I'm not insecure about it anymore. Good show. Good characters make for a good show.
Right. I feel that. You want some Halloween history highlights?
Yeah, sure. I'm probably gonna watch My Little Pony tonight to say fuck you to anybody who's judging me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, give us some Halloween shit. Tell us about the time you got fucked and murdered by a succubus.
Hey. October 31st highlights. We do this every week. This definitely means for some good ass fuck convo, because a lot of this stuff I don't know, you know. Even like last week we had my birthday. I did not know I was born on the same day as like Drake. Ugh. But October 31st is
mean.
the highlight. Huh?
What if he watches this? He's gonna feel bad.
That sucks. He's got a lot more money than me. He can fucking pay it off.
Typical Scorpio.
You can get a better counselor than me, Drake, and I hate you for that. Did you know that Halloween is the oldest holiday still celebrated?
No.
No? Damn, son. 1950, Earl Lloyd became the first black player in the NBA. That's a huge accomplishment, especially back then.
Okay.
Back then when segregation was fucking huge. Thank God for that. If you were born on October 31st, you were likely conceived the week of February 7th of the same year.
Do the math.
October 31st is Books for Treats Day. Kind of ties in with Halloween. Caramel Apple Day. Caramel apple. I just bought one of those earlier for my son when he comes back on Friday. Caramel apples are that shit. That is the fall snack. I swear to God.
I've never had a caramel apple. Mine's always been donuts and cider.
Donuts and cider. Yeah, that's a big one too. I hate that pumpkin spice trend, man. I just can't get into it.
I'm sure it's good in something. I like it in donuts, but I would much rather have a plain donut or a cinnamon one.
Right. I feel that. The cinnamon ones, especially for Halloween, you don't want like icing on it and stuff. That's not a fall thing to me. I don't know. I don't like icing in the fall. You got to have with your cider. That's just weird to dunk. Yeah. Maybe it's just a me thing. Halloween, obviously, is October 31st. Hey, Jake, knock, knock.
No soliciting.
Knock, knock.
Go away. No, fine. Who's there?
Boo.
Boo-hoo.
Why are you crying? It's knock, knock jokes day today.
Like the oldest one.
I know. I couldn't think of nothing, man. That's so corny, but it's knock,
Orange,
knock.
you glad I didn't say banana, you fucking dickhead? Love you, bro. No hate.
What's up?
I said love you, bro. No hate. I don't actually think you're a dickhead.
It's also Magic Day. Shout out to David Blaine and people of such. UNICEF Day.
You want to watch me disappear?
I mean,
Magic Day. Just blanket statement.
something we could all use. World Savings Day.
Yeah.
And World Cities Day is also today. I'm not sure what the fuck that means, but it is World Cities Day. So I guess celebrate your city. I don't know.
Howl. Yeah.
Fucking
our history is only negative to most people's knowledge.
Really?
This is where the Grand Dragon of the Ku Klux Klan lived.
Oh shit.
That is all we're known for.
Wow.
And it sucks being a beatboxer and going to hip hop shows. I didn't know till I went to Grand Rapids.
Mm-hmm.
And who was it, Grand Rapids? Yeah, it was a record store in Grand Rapids. And they were like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "How?" And they're like, "Oh, okay."
Well,
I had to now my new icebreaker when I'm playing at a hip hop show in a place I've never been, like, "Where are you from?" "Howl," right in the middle of enemy territory.
Oh shit.
That's how I say it. So they're like, I get it. I know how you think.
Oh my god. For birthdays, holy shit, there's a ton of fucking birthdays on this day. Some notable ones. Dan Rather, CBS Evening News. Is he still alive?
What's his name? Dan Ratner?
Dan Rather. That boy, if he's still alive and kicking, holy shit.
Oh, hey.
He is he's alive and kicking, man.
Yep, he's 90.
Yeah, dude's older than shit.
Almost 3 times older than you.
Yeah, makes me feel young. Michael Landon, 1936. John Candy, comedian, Canadian comedic actor. Peter Jackson, Vanilla Ice was born on Halloween. That's fucking random. I'd have never thought that. He is kind of a nightmare, though. And Willow Smith was born in 2000. What a young gun.
Willow Smith?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yep.
she had a killer song, Transparent Soul.
Uh huh. Yeah,
So good.
she's been coming out with a lot of different shit lately. I like that.
I want to point something out, actually, that she has been playing a guitar. I can't remember the name of the model, but it's a very unique looking guitar. It is by Ernie Ball Music Man, and it's hang on, Vincent. It's Saint Vincent's signature guitar, and it's a really good looking guitar. It's got a bit of a 50s look to it as far as the shape and a lot of the colorings of it, or the common colorings of it.
Right.
But it's very much fit for a woman's body. Let me fucking share my screen as quickly as possible.
You're holding the damn show up. Holy fuck.
Yes.
That is.
But Willow has been playing a black one of these.
Hell yeah.
And it's a phenomenal design. I would love to have one in my collection. I don't think they come in lefty though. But she is just, let me see if I can find her with one. Hang on. Willow Smith. Okay, first off, love the blue.
Yeah.
I love the way her lipstick is on there. Badass. Yeah, that picture. It was, I think, the album cover for the single, which is very big and visible here. No, there you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I've always loved like gothic clothing styles.
Right.
And her pants and boots there. So good. Such a great guitar.
Hell yeah.
I've never played one though. I want to.
That looks sick as fuck. That's the way it's, I don't know. That's very unique.
If I remember right, a lot of them have unique electronic routing or electrical routing. So like the switches will create different pickup selection setups. I bet this means absolutely nothing to you, but I'm a fan of guitars.
Oh yeah, we know this. In 1941, Mount Rushmore was completed. On this
Yeah.
day. Yep. The number one hit in 1964 was the Supremes' "Baby Love." I'm familiar with that. I like that diddly. In 1969, Walmart incorporated in Arkansas. Fuck you, Walmart. If you don't carry Rays, fuck you, Walmart.
Yeah, dude, we need Rays in our lives. I recently got a Rays shipment. I don't want to drink it in the morning now. Maybe when I get home. But I worked for Walmart for 6 months. It's the only job that I ever walked out on.
Yeah, I've heard it's pretty shit.
Like it's the only job I did the like go to lunch and don't come back thing.
Yeah.
It was not the one I should have done that at. But it was like you treated at the time they were treating us very poorly. I've heard that they've improved a lot. But Sam Walton, the guy who created Walmart, was such a dope dude.
Yep.
From what I've seen. And honestly, if he was still around, I think that company would be fantastic.
There's actually a documentary that I watch on Netflix about Walmart, about how it was created and how he believed in American product. And then I don't know. Once it got bigger and stuff, obviously they kind of got away. Like Walmart, I watched a TikTok the other day too about like walking into Walmart in '99 or something like that, like the music playing and how they had little McDonald's was in Walmart back then.
Oh,
there was always McDonald's in the Walmart, and then I mean they had like the haircut places, which some of them still have, I'm sure. Like not around here that I know of, maybe out your way. Got like the haircut places, and
yeah,
actually Washington does have one.
The one here in Howell has one. It's a weird thing if you, in Howell there's a Walmart and a Meijer across from each other.
Huh. That's kind of how it is in Adrian though. And it's weird. I just found out Meijer isn't actually like a nationwide company.
I didn't know that either. I heard that recently.
Yeah, it's like that's a big deal around here.
Yeah, it is. Meijer's huge. But wasn't Walmart like Sam Walton's idea for Walmart? Wasn't it just like a one-stop shop for life?
Kinda, for the
Pretty
most
much.
part. I mean, Walmart didn't like when I was growing up. Walmart didn't even have groceries
Oh, okay.
until like I was maybe, I don't know, 8, 9, 10, somewhere in there. They didn't have groceries. It was just like toys, and it was almost like I don't know if you're old enough to remember Kmart too well.
Oh, I remember Kmart.
It's kind of like a Kmart with no grocery.
Interesting.
You went to that's kind of where like the decline of like the grocery industry, especially local ones. I could see, Walmart, because obviously they're going to beat the prices of like a local supermarket, and that's just going to happen when you have a billion fucking stores compared to somebody just operating one. You get a better bulk price. But yeah. In 1991, Are You Afraid of the Dark premiered on Nickelodeon. I don't know if you remember that either. That was the year
I remember. I never watched it, but I remember seeing it.
Yep, that was a good one. And let's see here. In 1998, WKOW in Madison, Wisconsin, came one of the first high definition broadcast in digital television.
I don't know what that is, but cool.
Okay. Fuck your digital age. Go back to CDs and antennas. Take a step back.
I gotta say something about CDs. My uncle Dennis, I think he's transitioning to vinyl right now, but he used to have this gigantic shelf filled end to end, top to bottom with CDs, and I was like, I need to have a collection of CDs. And it's, for me, it's not even about like, oh, I prefer CDs over digital. I want to have a physical collection and like just a physical archive of music that I think is great.
Right.
And then I would get certain, like some of my favorite records to listen to, I would get on vinyl just so I could get that experience, but not all of them. I just want to have it stored. Like I want it preserved and there, because I have this like nervousness about a lot of my favorite stuff is that eventually we're not going to be able to play it on DVD players or CD players or whatever. All that stuff's going to go away, and then it's going to be up to like if Netflix has it or not. And I'm so like horribly worried that shit like Batman Beyond or Friends or this or that show, Generator Rex, stuff like that, is nobody's going to be able to know that it existed.
Right.
That worries the shit out of me.
Yeah, that's why I love going to the record store and getting those physical. That's a big thing about having the physical, because when that starts becoming obsolete, which it already has, like a DVD player is becoming obsolete. Like movie rental, I see why it went out, because you can go right online. I mean, video game rental. You go right online, you download the shit, and it's there. You don't have that case. I mean, back in the day, it was a different feeling when you opened up, a CD case. You know what I'm saying? I think I got one around. You just open it up, you see like inside the credits of like who the executive producer was, and like different stuff about the album and stuff you don't get with like a not even MP3 downloads anymore, streams.
And you're pulling out like the booklet that came out with it. Do you remember reading instruction booklets for video games?
Yeah,
that was special somehow.
I saw a post a couple of weeks ago from you about missing something about video games. And I was thinking to myself, I remember a time, because I still own the system, where you didn't have to download a video game onto your system. You put it in, put the fucking disc in, and you played.
Where I posted it like today about not having to worry about playing online or paying for online services.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, what I preferred was not there. I don't like playing video games online. I only play like Battlefield online, or used to, before you had to pay for the service. And it's not that much. It's like $60 a year or whatever. But still, I was like, man, this isn't something you should have to pay for. You didn't used to have to pay for it. It was free on PlayStation 3. And I used to play Battlefield 4 all the time on there. Granted, if it had offline bots and you're playing against a computer, I would have played it way more. But I don't know what it is about online gaming. I have an aversion to it. Like I would much rather the video game be my experience. If I want to play with friends, have them over.
Yeah.
Split screen gaming is something that I heavily look for.
Right.
I
That's
got
going
all
away
excited
quick.
about Splatoon 3 because I Googled when it was announced if it was going to have split screen capability and bots like Call of Duty Black Ops used to have, and it said yes, and I was stoked as fuck for it.
Right.
And it wasn't an official yes from any official source. And as it turns out, it doesn't have that still. Even though those games, the Splatoon games, lend themselves so well to split screen gaming, and Nintendo has been fighting and keeping split screen alive and still existing forever. It's like
video games aren't the same as they used to be.
It's rough, man. It used to be such a nice personal experience, and it still is, but it's not. I don't know. It's like publicized and weird.
Yep, it's all turning into like a social world. Like I see, like Frankie, our friend Frankie, playing Grand Theft Auto. I'm like, wow, that's came a long way. Now, like you go into, I'm not sure if you're familiar with GTA, like the ammunition store. You go in there and you're actually talking to somebody to buy a fucking gun.
Yeah.
There's an actual real person in that son of a bitch.
Like playing the cashier?
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah. This dude's like, yeah, I got one in the back. I'll hook you up.
I always thought that was an NPC. It's totally an NPC.
No, no. You got to go watch some of his streams, bro, because I was like, wow, what in the fuck?
I'm worried.
That's like a real world. I was like, all right, then that's what's up. But I just remember going in on like Vice City on PS2, and you get these little options of what you got. Not like, hey man, hook me up with da 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 da. He goes and gets it and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like you remember when you used to play video games because you couldn't associate with people?
Yeah, now you have to.
Yeah, now it's like fucking chat rooms, and which I'm not knocking any of that. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff about video games where I feel like it's very they're not made with as much love anymore.
No, I'm a sports fan, that, like the Madden franchise. It fell off. I would rather play Madden 07 than the new Madden. I've tried it. And it's not that I'm an old timer, it's that just like the graphics and stuff, they just don't hit. They don't hit like it used to.
Yeah. And the graphics are incredible these days, but I feel like I never played Mario Party.
No.
When it was in its heyday, but Super Mario Party came out for the Switch a few years ago, and I asked for it for Christmas, and I got it, or my parents got it for me as a gift.
Right. And
I played it, and I was like, this is just so boring. And I was like, there's 3 boards. You have to unlock the 4th one.
Right.
And they're all bland as hell. What the fuck's going on? And I went and I was looking at gameplay of the older ones. They have like 10 boards in those games, and they're all insane.
They're simplifying almost and making more money off simplifying.
I don't understand how that is working. You would, because there's an escapism to video games, right? Like this should be an experience, like a full-on, I'm having fun, this is where I want to be right now type of thing. Right. It's entertainment. Entertainment's supposed to take you out of your bullshit.
Right.
That you're dealing with in life. That's the part of the pride of what we do. And what this is right now. The Biscuits and Gravy podcast, Right. We're not here to phone it in. We're here for you to chime in. Not chime in. We're here for you to tap out for a bit.
Right.
And that's what video games have always been for me. Like I don't want to, like if I was in school dealing with all my bullshit in school, and then I come home and I have to deal with all the bullshit of people screaming at each other online. I don't want that. I want to come home and just lose all sense of reality and rampage through the streets in Saints Row 4.
Right.
Or something like that,
Right. I feel that. But it's not the same no more. Now you got to play with 5,000 motherfuckers to even play it.
Yeah.
Or download the game in 4 hours.
Skyrim is so accessible.
Yeah.
And there's no online.
Right.
Here's the thing. Skyrim, I didn't get into it. It came out years ago. It came out while I was still in school. I didn't get into it until lockdown for the pandemic.
Right.
Like I don't like RPGs. They're too tedious. There's just too much you have to worry about. It's a great immersive experience and there's a lot of detail, but the way RPGs are done, that detail kind of gets in the way of my fun, the kind of fun I like to have in video games.
Right.
And also medieval stuff. Like everything about Skyrim was not for me. And then eventually, like, pandemic happened. I was like, you know what? I'm going to try and find out why people like this. So I downloaded it and I started playing. And about 7 hours later, I was like, I'm going to play more tomorrow. This is incredible. Like, right. It allows you to just do your thing and progress. Because in other RPGs, a lot of the time you have to work for this thing that you want to build up for, or you have to go through a certain quest line or whatever, which you still kind of have to do in Skyrim. But it's like, if you choose to use your axe more often rather than your magic or a sword, that will start leveling up on its own automatically.
Right.
Like you'll get points toward it, and then there's this giant detailed skill tree where you can pick, I like using one-handed axe with a shield more, so I'm going to work on that more, or stuff like that. And then you can choose to talk to this person, and that might wind up with a quest line. And then I'll go into a list of quests that maybe you'll forget about this one for a while and come back to it. It's this lose yourself immersive experience. Escapism. It's amazing.
Right. Yeah, I haven't played that yet. I hear a lot about it, though. Pretty much everybody.
Very, very good.
You know what else is very good?
Biscuits and Gravy.
No, Raise Energy.
Man, I was going to do a thing where I was like talking about how I got a shipment of a variety of Raise Energy flavors. Mm-hmm. And then I was going to interrupt myself with the Swift Lifestyles. And then you just took that from me.
Shattered your hopes and dreams.
This is the downside to improvising shit, because you can't just communicate everything, because that's the point of
improvising.
Yeah, of improv and shit. Oh man.
Oh, it's been a good morning. Tough day at work. Good morning.
Think so?
I think so. Hopefully you guys have a better one, honestly.
Yeah. Hope everybody's doing well, by the way.
Same here. Have a safe drive. Don't watch us if you're driving, assholes. Don't do it.
Just listen. Not responsible. Put it on your Bluetooth.
Exactly. I'm not responsible if you wreck your car, dumbass.
I want to point something out, and a lot of people know this. I didn't, so I want to point it out for people who don't. I was kind of frustrated a while ago because I really wanted to get a new stereo put in my car so I could have Bluetooth, which I think I still might do just for sound quality. But for $10, I got one of those Bluetooth radio transmitters that you plug into your car's lighter and you Bluetooth to that, and then you find the shittiest radio station that your car cannot get any music to come through, tune it to that, and now you've got music coming from your phone through your radio.
A lot cheaper.
$10 gets the job done. Doesn't sound as good, quite as good.
At least you get your shit.
Huh?
At the end of the day, at least you get your shit. I remember the days of putting that little cassette in. My 2000, what was it? No, 1997 Grand Prix. Put the little cassette in, and then you hook it up to your fucking. I had to hook it up. I didn't have a phone that played music. I hooked it up to my Walkman.
Oh,
straight hoopty, man. I had a hoopty.
Nice.
That shit was ignorant.
That shit was fucking stupid, man. That was cognitively impaired beyond anybody's belief.
Yes, very much so.
Thought process out the window. Don't even bother. Think before you talk. Fuck that. Improv 100%. Talk out of your ass. Get yourself punched out. Yeah.
Come to this show. We're throwing hands. Go to my merch booth. I'll murder you.
Yeah. Yeah, and if Eternal's there, he's selling body bags at his merch table. Courtesy. It's a courtesy purchase. Why? Because you're going to be fucking dead after his set. Shout out Eternal from Wu-Tang. I'd love to have you back sometime.
Yes, sir. Always welcome. So we have a new segment. Do you want to introduce the new segment that we just started last week? We didn't get as many questions as last week.
Yes, we have a new segment. So we've been working on the human centipede. We currently have a 23rd person added to the lineup.
Cheryl! Cheryl, get on the show.
Cheryl's going to be added to the show soon.
Yeah, we're just
I
trying
know
to find time.
Last week we kind of made it sound like she'd be on this week. That was not set in stone. She'll be on soon, but yeah, we'll get a woman's perspective. And speaking of the opposite sex, or the same sex, I don't know how you roll. I've come to the conclusion I'm not attracted to men.
There you go. It's always a decent conclusion, I guess.
Well, yeah. I mean,
not that. I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just good to know.
Well, it's like I'm a little jealous of bisexual people because they have so many options.
That's true.
I don't. I only like women. Men really turned me off, honestly.
Yeah. So we had one question this week. It's a really good one, and it's not really love related. So if you guys got love questions or anything like this, we are totally down. Any kind of advice, I guess we can call it. We might need to rename this segment, which is cool. Not everybody likes to share their love life, but any kind of advice maybe for next week's. That might be a cool little thing. There's a lot of advice to give, and people want some wacky fucking single guy's perspective.
I'm so desirable.
Not many want it about love. Actually, this one's a decent one though, and I could relate to this one. And he says, I'm assuming it's a he, considering, and yeah. He says, not necessarily a love question. So if you don't answer, I understand. We got you, pal. If you're watching, we got you. He says, I am a newly divorced father of two. A 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. Thanks for the description, by the way. Anybody who submits questions, do that. But he's a divorced father of two, a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. Things went smoothly. Everything was fine. But my wife now has a new boyfriend and has recently threatened custody court to get a plan intact and child support. How do I go about the process of preparing, and what can I do to live life by the same means with no expenses added? I'm not sure about the no expenses added, but
yeah, that's not going to happen. Like the kid shows up, there's expenses added. Just saying.
Yeah.
You want to talk a la carte? You want to talk a la carte purchasing? Holy shit.
Yeah, I think he might have meant more so the child support with like maybe living by his means during that.
Are you trying to avoid child support? Are you fucking trying? I'm just kidding. I'm not.
What's your advice?
Don't do that.
Don't have kids.
Stay celibate, guys. There's no need to put your dick in anything. Just saying. Matter of fact, cut your dick off. It's a distraction.
And peanut butter makes a good fleshlight.
That's it for the Cody the Biscuits and Gravy podcast. I have some testing to do. No.
Coming soon to Disney Plus.
Coming soon.
One thing I would say as far as preparing,
Frozen 3 White Christmas.
I'm not getting the second part of the question. I will say the first part though, get yourself a lawyer like ASAP.
Lawyer?
You're gonna fucking need it.
I don't know shit about this, man. I don't know. I mean, I know we were talking about it last week, but for a long time, I kind of got out what I had to say there about, you know, the single parent thing. But in this situation, it's like, can you read it again? What exact? I know it. He said it ended well, or it went smooth.
It sound from the sounds of it, it sounds like the divorce ended well. But now the wife has a new boyfriend. I'm just assuming the situation. If it's not, it's just assumptions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming the new boyfriend has something to do with everything else. You make it sound like it. It's not always the case, though. But now she wants child support and she wants to get a plan intact, and it sounds like everything is running smoothly with that. And then kind of knowing what to do and what process to take to live life, maybe by the same. I don't know if he's trying to avoid the child support, or if he's, I don't know. It's hard to analyze.
If you're trying to avoid the child support, fuck right off. But as far as like living by your own means, regardless of what the situation is, that kid's gonna be a part of your life.
Mm-hmm. It's two of them, it looks like.
It doesn't have to be. I mean, it's not gonna be constantly in that situation. So, take advantage, enjoy the days that you have with that kid, but take a lot of advantage of the days that you don't have the kid.
Right.
If there is shared custody going on.
Yeah, I would say lawyer, man. Lawyer the fuck up. That'd be my best advice. Lawyer up. As far as child support, I don't really like I said, try to be as descriptive as you can about these. So really don't say if he pays anything yet. You know what I'm saying? If it's organized already, to be like, hey, we split this, we split that. So if he's not paying nothing, then absolutely. But that is kind of your kid, you know what I'm saying?
Having trouble waking up this morning.
Yeah. I have the opposite problem. But the process of preparing this, lawyer the fuck up, man. Best advice I can give from somebody who's been similar situation. Kinda. Never divorced, but
can I just say third shift is the Halloween shift.
It is. It's awesome.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Yes.
And to anybody working third shift, wear that shit with pride. I think I've talked about it before. I did a third shift job one time, and mentally and emotionally, I could not handle that shit. But back to love. This is the love segment, of course.
That's basically all I can really say, though, is if you're not already paying, fucking, you're going to be. That's just how it works. It's America. And unless your ex has some, drug problem or something. But
yeah.
Good luck in other cases. It's just reality. Don't mean to be Debbie Downer, but lawyer the fuck up and prepare your anus.
You fucked up. You put your dick where it goes, and that's on you. Just like here you go. Watch Everybody Loves Raymond and don't be like Raymond.
Hey, that's good advice.
You ever seen that show?
Yes, I have. I grew up with that.
You know what I hear about that show? Deborah's mean to him all the time. You know what happens when you watch the show? You realize what a fucking lazy piece of shit Ray is.
Yeah.
And you also realize that, well, for me, Marie is the worst piece of shit bitch ever. I fucking hate that bitch. Oh my God, I hate that woman.
I feel it. It.
Apparently I'm not going to say that.
No, as far as living by your means, I don't know if you just meant expenses either. I want to add on just because I kind of feel your situation in a way. Living by your means, make your kids first, period. Still, live by the same means as you did before. And yeah. Just want to answer your question fully, even though it's not really that descriptive. And we'll get that off of the air. single daddying. I don't know if you're used to that yet. I don't know how long you've been divorced. It gets better. So
Does it though?
it does.
My hair. This is edgy beatbox, Jake. I'm telling you right now. Fuck all the bitches. And then kick them the fuck out of your life. Alimony.
If she calls you over to hit, and that pussy ain't good, call her an Uber because you're repossessing her fucking house.
That's some real shit right there.
That's real shit. That's that ignorant shit. That's ignorant as fuck.
I should be wearing a black leather jacket with spikes on it and sunglasses that say Dice. Andrew Dice Clay.
Oh my god. Get the fuck out of here.
My woman, she told me be more sensitive, right? So I bought her an ironing board. Hey!
What the fuck is wrong? Oh, I'm done with you. God.
Fuck that guy.
Oh my god. That was good love advice. I'm actually kind of tired this morning. Holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not good with the single parent shit. I don't know anything about that.
No, you're good. Like some of these coming through. I think we should just have like an advice type panel. Maybe we'll get more questions in and get it rolling. We got some interesting people on our friends list, so I'm sure we'll get some dandies.
I guess a better way to go about it. I know you're a single dad.
Yeah.
What's how do you deal with it?
What? Be a little more descriptive. Like, how do I deal with what? Just like the everyday life of it, or?
Oh, you want descriptive?
Kinda. Yeah. Like, what do you want to know? I'm here.
Well, like, is his situation? How do you balance your life with dealing with your kid? I won't say his name on air.
I don't care. Everybody knows him. Dealing with my kid and like my life.
His name's Holden, and Cody lives at.
No, right now it's a tough time with the scheduling because like generally the mom gets them for school in almost any state. It's just how it goes. Any lawyer will tell you that shit. So like now it's like every other weekend with me. I don't mean to share it all on air and air it out, but
right.
You know, even with show planning and stuff, it plays effect because he comes first before anything. Being the time is very, very minimal at the moment. It's tough, but I get my phone calls with him. I can pick him up whenever I want to, for the most part, even though it's a little drive. And you know, it's gotten smoother over time. It's never going to be quite ideal. No single parenting situation is ideal, and I hate the way the courts put it out. It's like, yeah, it's so like this is the best for your kid, and it's like you don't know my kid, so don't tell me what's best. But you make the best of it. Make the best of it, and he'll appreciate it in the end. He or she will appreciate it in the end. Honestly, if they see the effort being put forward, they're gonna appreciate that. If they don't, they're gonna see right through it. Because I've seen a lot of parents just kind of lays it through, you know what I'm saying? Put your kid in front of a fucking, game system when they're with you and not spend no time with them. And then like in the end, when they turn 18, they're like, fuck that, mom or dad. And, like they didn't do shit with me. They didn't care. Make the best of your time. Treat your time wisely. And when he or she is there, he or she is first.
Well, that's solid right there.
Yeah, that's the best way to manage it. And I'm not calling myself Mr. Perfect. I mean, but I'm no fucking, regardless of what my ass says. Devin got that for me. But regardless of what my ass says, it's like, nobody's perfect at it. You're going to fuck up. You're going to struggle. Every parent does, whether you're in a split or you're, together. But just know most of the time it's for the best if you are split, because you would rather. You can consider it a broken home, but it's not a broken home if it's it's a broken home if it's an unhappy home and you're with your significant other that you have the kid with, and you guys aren't happy. They'll sense that shit. So you'd rather have it, where it's good in both spots and everybody has their shit together.
There's this comedian named Judah Friedlander. I love his stuff. He's got a special on Netflix. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's America is the greatest country in the United States. I think that's the name of the
I like
special.
that.
He wears trucker hats that say world champion on them. And he's got them in different languages, and he's got one that I think says it in sign language as well. And I think that's what he wears during that special.
Oh shit, that's awesome. We had a dude at work actually. He wore a employee of the week runner-up shirt. had somebody in there, some pea-brain dude that we work with. I mean, he's dumber than a box of rocks. Respect to him. He's a good guy, but he's just dumber than shit. He's like, well, what does the actual employee of the week get?
That's fun.
And he was dead serious, and we're like, man, I'm just gonna walk away.
Yeah, one of Judah's jokes. I'm gonna say this real quick, and I'm crediting him. It's his joke.
Right.
It was like, in other countries, women get whatever, fucking 8 months or whatever, worth of maternity leave. Why do waitresses and other women workers in America get only like a month of maternity leave? Because our women care about the economy. That's why America is number one.
Isn't that sad? That's fucking sad.
Yeah, it is. It's really fucked up.
Yeah, I know my work. I just posted a joke about it a little while ago. Anybody want to get pregnant? I need these 2 weeks off for next year or something like that. And I mean, honestly, we do get 2 weeks paid off as males. I think women get like 3. But it's like, why don't more companies do that shit? Come on now. I mean, just have a baby, you really can't work. A lot of places don't even fucking pay. Kind of garbage. That's my big thing. I working for corporations. On the work, that's a whole nother topic. But working for corporations, they don't give a fuck. You're just kind of a number in most cases. I found out. I hate that shit. Like, get the fuck out of here. We're all human. You just have more money than us. You sit in a fucking cubicle, like, and you think you have the best ideas, but half the time your ideas are garbage because you don't have to fucking deal with them every day.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Must be fucking nice.
Yeah. So if you go into a corporation today, going into work to a corporation this morning, kick your boss in the nuts for me. You won't get fired. I talked to him.
Yeah. Take a shit on his desk. That'll be your 2 weeks notice.
That's a straight pay raise right away. Take a shit right on his desk.
Well, I think we're going to actually end it early tonight. Well, today. It's still dark out. Sorry, everybody. Thank you all so much for listening. Thank you to Rays and Swift Lifestyles and Backwoods Studios and Reaper Apparel for sponsoring us.
Any other sponsors? CodyVibesOnly, gmail.com.
Yeah. We are looking to make this profitable so we can quit our day jobs and just do this. Talk to you guys all day. But thank you all so much for listening. Happy Halloween. And
check your kids' candy.
Yes, check your kids' candy. Holy shit. This is such an issue. But anyway, cheers, everybody. Have a good one.
Never stop, never settle. I got Henny all in my cup. I'm on top, I'm on the level, yeah.